Welcome, everybody, to the Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast, Episode 4, The Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, no.
Oh, with me today, as always, is Sretton the Savage. What's up, Sretton?
I'm good. How are you? Almost got my voice back.
I'm real good, real tasty.
I'm getting there.
Today, my special guest is a really good friend of mine. Goes by the name of CUGG, the Cug in the house. Tell him how you're feeling, Cug.
I feel just delicious.
Delicious.
Great.
I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, Cug's here to talk about some wrestling. He's bringing a couple new segments on the show today for all you wrestling scholars out there and know-it-alls. You know,
See if I could stump the juice.
he's gonna try stumping the juice today. I know a lot. I don't claim to know everything, but I know a lot. So I hope you guys are ready for this.
Stump the juice. Stump the juice.
Juice has a stump in his pants.
I've seen it.
Anyways, so let's get this started off, Cug. What you got? What you got for me?
I'm just ready to rock, baby.
Yeah?
We had a pregame at my apartment.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Enjoying some original Coors banquet beer right now.
I was jamming all the theme songs I could think of.
He had a lot. Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy, I heard.
What was your favorite?
Oh, man. Out of the ones that
I played.
you played? I don't know. I was really rocking on that Demolition theme song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's your favorite outside of what was played? Not in
Oh,
your
wrestling
pregame.
theme song, period?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I got a lot. My favorite right now, I will say, is Bad Street USA by the Freebirds.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's a good one.
It's a
It's
terrible
one of the
choice.
first wrestling themes ever, you know? Come on. What else do you want?
You think about I'm a Real American.
I love I'm a Real
That's the
American
best one.
by Rick Derringer.
My personal favorite is Bret Hart, of course. The best there is. Best there
Bret
was.
Hart had a cool theme.
Best there ever will be.
Really cool.
Write it down.
Not as cool as the... you know what? Ultimate Warrior.
That's one of my favorites, Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, that shit would get you pumped as hell, man. You see him come out and...
Rip apart your living room as a kid.
Yeah, the Warrior
Pumped.
fucking... Yeah, man. He was juiced to the gill, and I loved it.
To the very end.
To the very
Yeah.
end. I think. No, I don't know if he was...
Yeah, on his deathbed. He didn't have morphine in his drip. He had steroids.
All right. By the way, these are not true facts.
That might
you know?
not be true. Don't Google that.
Yeah, don't hate us from beyond the grave, Warrior.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, we
Big
just like
fan.
to have
I'm
fun.
working on a warrior. I'm working on a warrior too.
There's your Warrior right there.
He had a weird like mouth shape. Oh, he's a warrior. I think he had like a lisp and that he covered by yelling and growling.
He might have. You know he's from Indiana, right?
Warriors.
He was doing a Sylvester Stallone, I think.
Yeah.
Should I lay down on the lawn and let it run over me with lawnmowers? Should I go to Africa and be trampled by raging elephants?
Yeah. There's your Ultimate Warrior.
I
for you.
love the interview when he's talking about crashing the plane with Hulk Hogan in it.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Hogan, take control of the cockpit. Send that plane into a nosedive. And then, and only then, will you be close to parts unknown.
Nice little revisit.
Parts unknown, Kansas. It's a small town.
Yeah. Well, Warrior's from Indiana, though. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I think down by Indianapolis somewhere. See, I don't have my Googler out right now.
Did not know that.
But, yeah, for those of you that are not in the know, Google Ultimate Warrior. Dig up his roots, not his grave.
Not his grave.
And, yeah, seek the truth. So, let's go over one of these lists you got, Cug.
All right. Stump the juice.
Oh, he's got the Book of Truth. Try to stump the juice.
All right.
Sren, you're going to have to participate in this too.
This
I think-
is a list of, I'm going to give you their real names, and you're going to tell me their wrestling name.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this.
I don't think I can participate.
So,
I'll
It's
try.
it's
Should
a
I
list
chug?
of 10.
Chug this refreshing Coors for everyone I get wrong?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Take off an article of clothing.
Let's do the first thing.
Yeah. We'll do
Okay.
the second, too.
Party later.
The first thing.
All right. Give it to me. This is a list of 10, so we could easily grade you. Who is Robert Ramos? Robert
Ramos.
Remus.
I'm going to say, fuck if I know.
No, you don't know?
I don't know. You got me on the first try, you bastard.
Sergeant Slaughter.
What? You just ruined a huge chunk of my childhood. Like, as a huge wrestling fan I am, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I never knew Sergeant Slaughter's real name, and you just ruined it for me. What is he? You know, is he Latin or something?
He's
No
a traitor.
disrespect, but
He went over to the Iraqis.
yeah.
Remember that?
Then he went over to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And G.I. Joe, that crossover. Come on, man. We wouldn't have a Sergeant Slaughter, G.I. Joe.
He looked like my Uncle Chris.
All right, I'm gonna chug. Hold on.
Drink it.
Next.
Who is Lawrence Windell?
Lawrence Windell? Who the hell is Lawrence Windell?
Lawrence Windell.
Barry Windham? I have no idea.
Is that your final guess?
Yeah, I don't know.
It is sexy Lex Luger.
Oh, the total package.
Put you in the rack.
Oh, man. That was torture. That was,
I'm putting you in the rack.
man, yeah.
You can't handle
Well,
it.
here we go again.
Those were the easy ones. I'm going easy.
All right, give it to me. I'm about to go hard in the paint. Let's do this.
Did you drink?
Oh, I drunk.
Leon White. Who is Leon White?
Is that a trick question? That's Big Van Vader.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
1 for 3. You're doing good. I'll drink now.
Yeah, you drink. Tag, you're it. Chuck, Cuck.
Okay. Who is Glenn Thomas Jacobs?
Oh, man, that's easy. Do you want to know? Well, currently he's Kane, but he was also known
Ding,
as
ding, ding, ding,
Isaac
ding,
Yankem DDS.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
Is that a movie?
No, remember he was the evil dentist of Jerry Lawler's dentist back in the day?
Oh,
Isaac
sure.
Yankem, he had the nasty yellow teeth. And he was also, for all you listeners out there of the Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast, he was also an imposter. You know what I'm talking about? Imposter. He was also the fake Diesel. Remember that?
Fake Diesel?
When
There was a fake diesel?
You don't remember that? Back in the day when Scott Hall and Razor Ramon, or well, Scott Hall is Razor Ramon. Back in the day when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash went over to WCW, they had the bright idea of doing a fake Razor and fake Diesel. Like they were promoting like, oh, Razor and Diesel are coming back. And you're like, what the hell? You had already seen them in WCW and they just showed
yeah,
up.
I remember
And then they
that.
brought out those two dudes and Kane portrayed the fake Diesel. It was those were bad times. If you got to fake that someone's there.
I was way into WCW
Like this is
at
a
that point.
Bulk Bogan or something.
And the Nacho Man, I remember that one.
Yeah,
really
remember
good.
the Huckster?
Yeah.
Joe Man. Or Scheme Gene. Oh my God. Next.
Who is Alan Jones? Alan
The
Jones.
phenomenal AJ Styles.
Ooh.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
I should have made these harder.
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna be drunk.
The Galloping Goat.
I'm gonna be drunk.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, hell yeah.
Saturday morning. Time is it? 8 a.m.?
Yeah, in the future.
You're going to get this one too then.
Let's go.
Philip Jack Brooks. Who is Philip Jack Brooks?
Oh no, he doesn't know.
It looks looks like I got him.
Billy Jack Haynes. Ah.
That is he lost his first match in UFC. He didn't look very good.
Oh, CM Punk.
Oh, that's it.
You threw me off by the Jack. Phil
put in the
Brooks.
middle
I know
name?
him as Phil Brooks. You know.
Jack is his
Whatever.
middle name.
Next.
Who is Richard Henry Blood?
Whoa.
Richard
Dick Blood?
Whoa, Dick Blood?
Henry Blood.
Who is Dick Blood? Man, this is a question of my life here. Dick Blood. You know what? I've heard this.
Did you say Dick Blood?
Yeah, I think I did. Did he just say Dick
Did
Blood?
he just say Dick Blood?
I did.
Who? I don't know.
Guess. Give us a guess.
Dick Blood.
Richard
Blood.
Henry Blood.
Why does he keep saying Dick Blood?
I don't think he goes by Dick.
I have no idea. I can't take a guess.
Ricky the Dragon.
That's
Steamboat.
Oh man, that's
The
why I knew
great.
it sounded familiar. Drink up, drink up.
The
Wet
great
I'm up.
Ricky was the best.
He was awesome. When I was a kid in the '80s, and I loved like Rambo and Bruce Lee, and then there's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. 2 words for you. Fuck yeah. And then he'd come out and breathe fire and shit. It was like all about Ricky the Dragon. Next,
Who is Eldridge Coleman?
Eldridge Coleman.
Eldridge.
Sretton, you know who that is?
Coleman.
I was gonna guess Coco Beware for all these because that's the only name I could think of.
That's his real name.
One of them's gotta be. Is it Coco Beware?
No, it is not.
Wait, Bad News Brown.
No. I should have did him though.
Yeah, he was awesome.
But we watched last night. We were talking about this guy,
Eldridge Brown,
Eldridge Coleman.
the honky tonk man.
No, superstar.
Oh,
Billy
Billy Graham. Yeah.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
Superstar, largest arms in the world. So many guys ripped him off, including Hulk Hogan and Scott Steiner and Jesse the Body Ventura. But you know what? I liked all 3. So next,
Who is Robert? Ooh, I might be butchering this.
I'm sure you
Is
butchered
that
like every name.
Zakowski. Robert Zakowski.
The living legend, Larry Zabisco.
That is not a good guess.
I gotta open up another course
Come
for
on,
this.
Robert.
I don't know.
Zetkowski.
Just tell me.
I can't believe you don't know this one. I thought you would get this
Coco
one.
Beware.
That's close. Very close.
Oh, wait.
What do I win?
It's not close.
I know this
it's
one.
Rob Van Dam.
Oh, yeah, it is. You caught me in an awkward moment. You know, I feel like my pants are already down.
I think we exposed you for the
fraud,
fake
the poser I am.
fan you are.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll just have to go with it.
All right, this is the last one.
All right. Sretton, you ready for this? Dun, dun, dun.
The final question.
Final thoughts.
Let's go through it. You only have
A little bit. Like this. When you scream.
Oh, okay.
Not full in.
All right. Just a tip. All right.
Give it just like a
If you
cheek.
get this one right, it'll be 40%, and that's not really good.
All right, Coke. Fuck
So
you.
you
Come
want
on.
to
It is in
get this
baseball.
one.
You know what?
Yeah.
in baseball.
Sretton
Batting
kept saying
400.
Coco Beware the whole time, so fuck you.
He didn't say it the whole time.
Well, he in his
I'm gonna
head
say
he
it
did.
again.
Yeah. Don't make me say
Quit
it again.
blaming your
Hey,
fails
do you
on
guys
him.
Coco Beware? Do you remember his song Pile Driver? Sometimes love is like a hard dance. I don't know if that's even the lyrics. It's probably not a Bad Romance or something. Pile Driver.
Okay, here we go. Last question. Who is Oscar Gutierrez?
Fuck, for all I know, it's probably King Kong Bundy. You told me that Sergeant Slaughter was George
Hulk
Ramos.
Hogan.
Robert Gibson.
Robert Ramos.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
I don't know.
Oscar. Think Oscar Gutierrez. Who could that be?
Oscar the Grouch.
He wears a mask on his face. He's a luchador.
Is his first name Ray?
Kalisto?
His first name is Ray.
Oh, Mysterio?
It is.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
That was a tag team effort. High five.
That doesn't count, though.
That counts. No, let me
he's-
just put your ass in a
He's
headlock.
100%. You're
I said
terrible.
Coco Beware. I was wrong 3 times.
Ray Mysterio Jr.
Ray Mysterio. Love me some
Oscar
Ray Mysterio.
my guy.
Hey, you remember that move I showed you last night?
Yeah, that was
YouTube?
awesome. Yeah, that was
It was a triple threat match. It was Ray Mysterio, Ricochet, who is Prince Puma from Lucha Underground, who is now in WWE NXT. The setup was Ricochet was on the top turnbuckle. Ray Mysterio gets on top of him, does a Hurricane Rana to Ricochet, and then Ricochet, the guy standing in the ring, I forgot who else they were fighting, goes off of Ray's Hurricane Rana and grabs the other guy, and Hurricane Rana's him. Like this chain Hurricane Rana, like crazy. Like these guys, you fall the wrong way, you're dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday you'll be dead. Yeah, crazy shit.
We don't
But
need
check
any
it
more
out.
dead
Go on
wrestlers.
YouTube and check. No, there's a lot of dead wrestlers.
That's
Who's your
that'd be-
favorite dead wrestler? Your favorite? Like, we'll just call them the zombie wrestlers.
This is going to be controversial, but I'm going to say Chris Benoit.
I knew it was
Look, I
coming.
loved Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
I didn't know
The
he was
rabbit
gonna
I
be
liked
a
him a lot
murderer.
too.
I
didn't know
did
he was
too.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah, how was I to know? That's unfair.
Here's the thing, and they, you know, WWE is a big business, publicly traded company. I understand why they don't talk about them because of what happened.
Sure.
But at the same time, you know, to like, I've seen footage on their DVDs and on the network with him like blurred out, you know, his face, like, you know, what happened, but he also wrestled, and it's there. Like, you can't just erase that.
You can't take
That's like these
OJ
guys,
out of the
that's
NFL.
like all the college shit going on right now where, you know, you broke the rules, so we're going to take this win away. Like, it happened, you know? Take
Yeah.
what away?
You can't-
Biatch!
You can't erase it from my brain.
Yeah, you just make me go insane. What's up, Sren? You got that killer look in your
Is that
eye.
game over?
That's it.
That's game over.
I got another one. We'll do it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Let's talk about WrestleMania coming up here next weekend.
WrestleMania next weekend?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about WrestleMania predictions. I know we've talked about this a few times, but, you know, I mean, it's the biggest event of the year. Everybody in the world in entertainment is paying attention to this shit.
Even Beyonce?
Maybe Beyonce.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Do people still pay attention to her?
I don't know. I'm out of the
Queen
loop on
Bee?
that.
Yeah, they
All
do.
the single ladies.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail your where you guys were headed. You guys were talking about
knows where we're
WrestleMania
going?
predictions.
Oh, WrestleMania. Well, I don't know. There's talks of Hogan coming back.
I hope so. That would be great. We love the Hulkster here. On
Yeah. I don't think.
The, on
I
the
don't
Wet
know.
'em Up podcast.
Oh, the wet 'em up.
We do love Hulkster.
Yeah. Hogan is the man. He's what got me into this.
I cried
Yeah.
when he lost to the Warrior.
Me too.
It was
I held my
terrible.
wrestling buddy. Hold me closer.
I stopped believing in Santa Claus. That was it.
I stopped believing in wrestling after that. You know, some people ask, "Is wrestling fixed?" You know what I say? I never knew it was broken.
Nice. Provocative.
Yeah, that was, I didn't create that though. That's Bill Apter. Shout out to Bill Apter for that. Willie Apter, WrestleMania. So, I mean, we could go down and.
Who's the main event? What is the main
Oh
event?
God, I think it's like Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. You know, Brock's probably he's probably gonna lose the belt. Roman's gonna go over him.
I hope so. He's a bad wrestler.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura is also the other main event for the WWE title, and I really can't predict that one.
I like the way he talks.
Who, AJ?
No, the other guy.
Oh, Shinsuke? Yeah. Knee to face. Shinsuke's the shit, though, dude.
Yeah, he is good.
And over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he came from, I mean, dude, he's fought Brock Lesnar before. If I'm not mistaken, I could have swore I saw a YouTube video of him and Goldberg back in the day when, you know, Goldberg left and went to Japan for a little bit. But I could be wrong. I don't know. You know, drinking this delicious Coors banquet beer tends to wipe away some of those fabulous memories.
You're feeling good. I like it.
I'm feeling great. And yeah, so Shinsuke and AJ, I couldn't call. You'd have to really know. I don't really know where their story could go, you know? I mean,
Sure.
I think if they want the fans to pop, then yeah, they're going to give it to Shinsuke. But that's a hard one. That's a tough one. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey going against Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. I've said it before.
Say it again.
I don't care about Ronda Rousey in the WWE. I really don't. I mean,
I give her take her too. I don't care.
yeah. She's like yesterday's news, and you know, whatever. I
don't care for that. She's got like Piper's shit on.
Yeah, I don't like
I
that
don't like
either.
that.
And I know he endorsed that, but I really don't like that.
Not
It's
a
kind of
big-
like
no.
develop your own
Yeah.
character, you know? It's because your name sounds similar, you know?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't go in and all of a sudden I'm a wrestler and my name's Justin, so I'm new Justin Credible. Yeah.
You could be Juice and Thunder Liger.
Oh, you know it.
That's it.
Big juice
There you go.
stud over here. Ah, popping out the pythons, bitches. What else is going on at Mania? I think a women's match, Charlotte Flair and Asuka.
I like Asuka.
I like her too.
You showed me her in the like minor league. What is that?
NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. She's undefeated for like 2 years. She broke Goldberg's streak. What do you think of that, Sren?
That's ridiculous. Ridiculously impressive.
Yeah, you know, for something that's fixed, but
I like that. I thought you were
No.
upset and then you were happy.
you know,
She's an impressive woman.
sick sad world. So as far as that outcome, I'm gonna go with Asuka winning it.
I hope so.
I think she's gonna move over to SmackDown. I think AJ does drop the belt to Shinsuke and moves to Raw. There are a lot of rumors of that because they're doing the trade, the draft bullshit.
Oh, I like
after
that. I like that.
It is
draft.
cool, you know, but they don't separate it enough for me to make it. Their whole goal is to establish two different brands, competition within itself, and they don't do that. The only way they do that is with NXT because it's a totally different product. And I mean, there's a good, loyal, rabid fan base for that stuff, and it's less of the main roster BS, you know. Like, yeah, there's storylines, but it's wrestling first for the most part. Dude, they bring in all the top talent, you know, all these guys. Their contracts are coming up somewhere else, or you know, top indie guys. They're bringing them all in, and
Yeah, I'm waiting for the next ECW.
well, I think Ring of Honor became what ECW should have and could have been and existed to this day, because they couldn't in reality exist with how brutal and violent that was. And there was a lot of like men doing moves to women and, you know, stuff that wouldn't fly today. But I think a lot of the other good things ECW did was
They were
the
just-
wrestling product.
Yeah, just good wrestling.
And bringing in the luchadors, you know, and all that stuff. And Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, all those guys, Conan, I
yeah,
believe,
they
too.
were like no stiff
Yeah,
dudes.
Jericho, all before WCW
fluid.
had their stuff. That's where it came from, you know. And I think, you know, ROH is based out of Philadelphia. They ran a lot of shows at what do they call it? The ECW, the arena in Philadelphia, where ECW always ran all their shows. I mean, still to this day, a lot of companies do, but Ring of Honor does that. But I always seen Ring of Honor as the like what ECW could have been, you know. I think right now the stuff they're doing, work with New Japan and incorporating the Bullet Club and all that stuff, and they're telling great stories that way. I think it's fucking rock and roll, dude. It's for me, it's like kind of going back to those Monday Night Wars, because you have WWE like is mainstream, whatever, all your kids and shit watch it, but as a wrestling fan, when you got stuff like Ring of Honor's doing right now, it's awesome. You know, there's more out there than just WWE. You know, like back in the day, like I remember when WWE was really bad in the early mid '90s. Everybody had the hangover from the golden era.
Sure.
You know, the characters as far as, you know, Hulk Hogan was the real American, and then you had
the Murderers Row.
you
They
know,
built wrestling.
yeah,
Sure.
it was the two cartoonish shit, you know, and that's when I just went to WCW and I started watching that like early on, and yeah, they had some characters like that, like Arachnaman. It was this motherfucker was purple and gold, bricky attire. It dressed kind of like Spider-Man. He'd come out and he'd shoot webs, you know, like they had shit like that, but it was more or less just pure in-ring action and good talent, you know.
My favorite failed promotion was Glacier.
Oh,
Sub-Zero, I like to call him.
oh man, you really
They pushed him hard. No, remember they pushed him hard. They
He
had,
was the
like,
biggest
segments,
bust
like,
because-
who is this guy?
I saw
He
some
shoots
shit
ice from
online.
his hands.
Yeah, he was in Mortal Kombat. They had a
Yeah.
group of guys, him
Yeah.
and Mortis and
Yeah.
Wrath or whatever.
Yep.
There was like Mortal Kombat was big, you know. So Eric Bischoff's like, let's get some Mortal Kombat-esque characters in the mix. And they spent I saw some interview in Eric Bischoff. I don't even know. I'm gonna butcher the numbers, so you know, you people can call me out, whatever. It was like $250,000 or something ridiculous just on his outfit and his entrance.
Yeah.
And everybody's like,
Why?
Instantly it came out, and you're like, this dude's fucking Sub-Zero. I don't fucking care. I don't what do I care about Sub-Zero
Yeah.
wrestling? You know, but back in the day, WCW had before that shit, you know, like the Sting and Luger matches and Ric Flair, all that stuff. I started to tune into that more than WWF, and WWF at the time was failing. Hogan, the Savage, all those guys were going over to WCW, so then it got even better, and then it hit the NWO spot, sweet spot, and I had a great time. And I think now today there's so much stuff going on and a lot of promotions working together that you can't look left or right if you're in a wrestling circle without running into some promotion or something, and something that's good, you know, like storytelling wise or just like in-ring physicality
That's my
wise.
favorite.
Yeah.
Wrestling, the wrestling of it. Mm-hmm. When they're good, it's good.
So you're a big Ring of Honor guy right now, right?
Yeah.
How do you watch it? What's it on? How does a fan or somebody that's curious,
A novice.
how does a novice?
Well, they
Watch
have they are on cable. They're under what is it, like Koch or something? I forget the network that they're on, but there's some kind of southern base, I think, big network that they have them on. You can find them on. I can't think. There's random stations. You'll have to check your TV.
It's a big network. He doesn't know what it is, though.
I don't know what it is. You
not
caught
that
me
big.
up. I don't know everything, but
That's true.
You can go on YouTube, obviously, and they also just started. If you go on Ring of Honor, ROHWrestling.com, they have what's called the Honor Club, which is the WWE network for Ring of Honor. You know, they've been around 15 years, something like that now, just as long as like TNA, Impact, whatever you want to call it. You can go on there and find everything that you need to know about Ring of Honor. And I believe I think they're starting to I think they might be on Twitch too. I know a lot of wrestling promotions are going that way. You know, you might find Juice Pro Wrestling on there one day.
Me and you.
So watch out! But yeah,
You're supposed to turn your head when you do that.
I can't turn my head.
We have headphones on.
Yeah. Was it loud?
Was it loud?
It's not quiet.
Better than before.
Yeah, I like that.
You're
There
so
you go.
you're so loud as a human being too.
But yeah, the best way you can watch Ring of Honor, and they do a lot of pay-per-views on the Fight app. You know if you guys are familiar with that.
I don't have the Fight app on my phone.
It's Ren.
Like the MMA fight app?
For
The app
MMA.
is just called Fight?
Yeah, it's Fight like FITE. You
Download
can
it
watch
on iTunes after you
UFC
get done subscribing to
to Juice Pro Wrestling,
I have a
the
Fight
Green Door
app.
Network.
I have a Fight app on my phone that shows
He botched that.
anytime
promotion, right?
there's a fight
Idiot.
in a I like to watch fights in
real life.
fast food restaurants. Those are my favorite fights.
I remember being down the street here.
You ever watch those?
From the studio as a kid, a teenager, and seeing it was two girls fighting in an alley, and like there was a beer bottle thrown and was busted, and I was probably 18, 19, if even that.
28.
Yeah, 32, 41. 666. And two girls scrapping, going at it in the alley, man. And I shit you not, this one girl bitch smacks the other girl and straight up does a pedigree to her.
Shut up.
I shit you not, dude. It was me and
She
Jason
underhooked
Jones.
her.
Yeah, underhooked her and fucking drove her down, dude. And I was, holy crap. Yeah, I don't know what brought that out, but you know, sometimes life brings out the
I
best.
misunderstood you when you said you like watching fights in fast food
Fast food.
restaurants. I just imagine you eating like a sandwich sitting inside of like a Burger King.
I wish I was there live,
booger?
but I watched
Booger?
them on YouTube.
A Bastion Burger King?
No, I thought you watched I thought you watched boxing matches while you were eating
while I'm
Whoppers.
eating a Whopper.
Nobody watches boxing matches
on the
anymore.
TV. I get you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But you meant something more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. clear that up.
People inside of a McDonald's being filmed by
A
cameras
random person, yes.
beating each other,
And
giving each
iPhone.
other the pedigree, and what is it? The even flow.
DDT Raven.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's good. That was random. The even flow.
Even flow.
What, did that guy just quit wrestling?
Who, Raven?
Yeah.
I think
didn't
he
do
did a
anything
lot
else?
of drugs. He was on Man Cow
Oh yeah.
and used to give Turd a bunch of pills. Like, oh, Turd's passed out on the side over there. Scott Levy, Raven, gave him a bunch of purple pills. Now he's out. Yeah, he, I don't know. I think he does a podcast, the Raven Effect podcast. Shout out to him and what he's doing. But, you know, I don't know. He's older. I think he's in his 50s now. He's got to be. Last thing I remember him doing really was with TNA back in 2010. They kind of did like a ECW invasion angle there. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's in wrestling shape anymore. He can do it, you know. A lot of drugs, a lot of booze.
Yesterday when I was researching lists to do on this show,
Yes.
and I was going through police records.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestlers with police records, and I was going to do the list, but I didn't do it.
It was an infinite.
Yeah, but
I'm out long.
I came across Haku.
Oh, yeah.
He bit a dude's nose almost clean off in a bar fight.
Haku's a badass. He's
Yeah,
a legit
he got
tough
charged
guy,
with
dude.
assault.
Yeah, you go on YouTube, watch a lot of interviews with guys about legitimate tough guys in pro wrestling, and 90% of them are talking about Ming Haku, whatever you want to call him, the Tongan kid.
I couldn't imagine putting my mouth on your nose and biting it almost clean off.
No, I think it'd be
That's
real
pretty
chewy.
hardcore. Salty. It'd be salty.
Salty.
Just take some commitment.
You get
Yeah.
a lot of blackheads in your mouth, though.
That's
I got
it.
some blackheads going, you know? A little cartilage and blackheads never hurt anybody. So, Cug,
Yes.
let's, what else you got as far as this list?
I got one more list. You want to do it now?
I want to do it.
Okay, this is a list of 10. I'm going to name the finisher, and you're going to name
Hey,
the wrestler it belongs to.
not to be a bad pun or anything, but that's money in the bank, baby.
Okay, the first one is here comes a softball. Get you started better than the real names, which you butchered. You got 30% last time. That's pretty bad.
Fucking suck, man.
You're the leader of this podcast.
Leader of the pack.
Okay.
Bust me down.
The sharpshooter.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Sren, you
Of
know
course.
that one. I mean, or Sting, but it was called the Scorpion.
Yes.
Deathlock.
That's extra point. I'll give you an extra point for that.
All right.
Because I didn't put Stings on here. FYI, Brett Favre?
Bret Favre.
Brett Favre.
Bret Favre. Bret Hart.
Bret the Hitman Favre.
Bret Hart is the greatest
Favre?
wrestler of all time.
Brett Fart.
He let a little stinky in his dance. Bust me down with number 2.
Okay. RKO.
Oh, man. You know that one, Sren. Come on.
It's that one dude.
Yep, it is.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
That wears that vest with no sleeves.
Yeah, a lot of those guys do.
Does he
That's
wear a vest?
Speedos.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Son of Cowboy
That
Bob Orton.
Is
Jr.
correct.
Yeah, daddy.
Okay. You're 2 for 2.
Let's go.
Yes, Lock. Who
Oh,
does-
Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
Come
man, you're on
man.
this one.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
You're on this
Child could do it.
One more a fucking challenge.
All right. I was hoping this one might throw you off. The ankle lock.
Oh, man, Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
I was hoping you would say, didn't Frank Shamrock do the ankle lock too?
Well, Ken Shamrock.
Well, who did I say? Frank?
You said Frank. His
They're
adopted
brothers.
brother.
Are they adopted? They look alike.
I thought they were both adopted. I don't know.
Kidney stones and Blarney stones.
Blarney Stones, shillelaghs.
No, you got this one at my house, so this is going to be
Canadian
correct.
Destroyer.
Yes, it is.
P.D. Williams.
P.T..
He thought he was coming up with this list, right? And he thought I was cheating looking.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
And I was just had my glasses
It
off.
was just
I'm
a
blind.
coincidence.
Yeah, it's a coincidence. I sat down.
That I wrote this down, and then 5 seconds later, it was like, Petey Williams?
Yeah, Canadian Destroyer. Because it's such a badass move.
Are you cheating?
Had to have made the list. Come on, go with the next one.
Shattered Dreams.
Gold Dust.
Oh, man, you are on top of this one.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
This one might get you.
On top of
I'm hoping this one. I'm hoping this one will get you. The pile driver.
Oh man, that's a million. I can't really be
Someone was more famous for it.
for the pile driver. Just a pile driver.
That was his finisher.
It wasn't a tombstone pile driver.
Nope. He was like the first big guy to do it. It was his move. Like Jake the Snake didn't invent the DDT, but he
did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't.
That was his move.
He didn't invent
He did.
headlocking a guy and falling backwards.
He did.
You're full of shit.
Okay.
We need a researcher.
Yeah.
What do you say, Shred?
Coco
No,
Beware.
he's straight up. I have the DVD. He came up with it back in the day, man. It was
What's
like
the
early
pile driver?
80s. Pile driver Terry Funk.
Nope.
That's bullshit because he did it.
He did it, but he's not Paul Orndorff.
Oh, man, Mr. Wonderful.
Some kind of wonderful.
Some kind of wonderful.
You're going to get this one.
That's right.
Okay. Who did the crossface chicken wing? The crossface
Mr.
chicken wing.
Bob Backlund.
The amazing Bob Backlund.
That wasn't a good Bob Backlund. That was just a random.
I'm going to stump you on this one.
Come on, mama.
The burning hammer.
Oh, man, a lot of guys, that's not fair.
Well, the website gave me one name.
Ah, shit.
He's Asian descent.
I know. I was going to say Taka Michinoku, but
No,
that's
it's close.
Michinoku driver.
Yes. Kinta Kubashi.
Oh, yeah. I think you just butchered.
Did I butcher that name? I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him. I was trying to stump you.
You know, we're American gringos. We butcher every foreign name.
Even
Nothing but love,
Stratton.
though.
Even my name.
Threaten, do I butcher your name?
Nope.
Butcher your name?
Nope.
You're not going to get this one for sure.
The Butchers.
Who did the slap dinghy?
Norman Smiley.
Nope. Cug Reimer on the trampoline.
Oh, man.
That was my finisher. Yes. I retired from backyard trampoline. I don't trampoline wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
But that was my
He lost his spleen on that trampoline. Oh, by the way, bringing up injuries, you know, many of you may have noticed there's no Butchman Lee today. He's dealing with a severe groin tear.
Oh.
He suffered last week in a wakeboarding accident.
I thought he was doing the splits at a discotheque.
Oh, I think that was after the surfing, the body surfing, wakeboarding accident. So get well soon, Butch Manley. We'll see you on the next episode.
You got 7 and 10 of those, and I won't even count my finisher. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
You did that one.
that was damn well. Some of that shit's hard, you know. My memory fades.
That was good.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Oh, so Sretton, have you been watching any wrestling lately?
No.
No, not at all.
Nope.
Really?
No. Just random clips so that I could work on certain.
Not even old school stuff?
Just random clips looking for imitations. So trying to soak it in before I start to do bad.
Give me a Sheik. If the Iron Sheik were here right now, drinking with us, and I was bent over and he was ready to make my ass humble.
Don't put
with
him
a
on the
camel
spot
clutch.
like that.
Can you paint a different picture and I'll do it?
But that's what the Sheiky does, baby.
He's trying to
Don't be a
return.
jabroni, man.
I have to hear his thing.
What if he's trying to return an item at Walmart?
Yeah. How would the Iron Sheik return an item at Walmart?
Say a
I don't even know what he's.
I don't fucking want this.
This coffee maker is jabroni. I want to return this coffee maker.
I do camel clutch.
Doesn't sound like him at all.
No, it's
good though.
I like it. You still sound like some kind of evil
Maker.
Iranian nightmare. Yeah.
What are those things called that he works out with?
The kettle, the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what those are, but it looks hard.
They are hard. I think Zach Asia had a set of those.
The geisha.
The geisha.
So what other things are going on other than WrestleMania? Is there any other
There's a lot of stuff going
event?
on around WrestleMania. Impact versus Lucha Underground is going on. There's that, like I said, I was talking about earlier with promotions working together. That's one of those crossovers that you never thought you would see, and it's happening now. That will be on Twitch sometime next weekend. You guys will have to Google it. I'm really bad about giving you information. But that's going down. Ring of Honor's doing. Man, they got something else coming up too. So you have to Google that as well. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on, man.
What do you? What's on your YouTube playlist right now? As far as what are the last 2 wrestling videos you watched? Mine was Andre the Giant
Oh, I can't wait for that doc.
because I'm trying to do a voice like his. Better for Yeah, I can't. I'll work on it.
You have to. It's like a giant and a
French
Frenchman.
accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do
You know
it.
what? I think it was actually one of the last few videos was they did the premiere the other day for the Andre the Giant.
I know, I can't
movie,
wait.
And Hulk Hogan
wait.
was there. There's a lot of pictures of him and Triple H shaking hands and hanging out with the Big Show and fueling the speculation that he'll return to WWE. But yeah, I think that's some of the last videos I watch. I mean, I watch stuff all the time. It's random.
It's ridiculous.
It is
what it
ridiculous.
is.
Well, I did watch a What Culture. Was it What Culture or Cultaholic video? It might have been What Culture. I don't know. So if I'm getting you guys wrong, then so fucking be it. But it was the steroid top 10 guys physiques that they blatantly admitted were from steroid abuse. And they had Mr. Kennedy on there.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he was juiced to the gills like some of the other guys.
So what? He showed up on somebody's list. It's not like he was jacked as hell, you know. You look at guys like Rick Rude or Ultimate Warrior. There's no way you got that physique from just
Rick Rude wasn't
out.
on the list though.
I know he should have been, and I love Rick Rude, but dude, he was ripped, dude. That was
cut like a pair of scissors.
Yeah,
Maybe it was all natural.
he was taking shots in the butt. I believe it. In the cheek.
Wasn't that his finishing move?
What?
The rude
Shots in the butt.
No, but supposedly the way he went out, he died. What was it? He tried injecting. From what I hear, this is pure rumor speculation. This is what I've gathered online.
His pee-pee.
Yeah, he tried injecting his dick with some Viagra or some shit, something, and it like left it like fucked up, like gangrene or I don't know, like mutilated, and then he ended up taking like a bunch of drugs and dying, ODing or something like that.
Yeah, we don't recommend that behavior here at
Just pro wrestling, you know.
At the Juice.
We don't endorse drugs and weird sexual behavior like that.
No, of course not.
We only ridicule it.
Savages.
Somebody say savage!
What else, man?
I got tickets
Ooh.
to Paradise. I don't have tickets to anything.
You have two of them?
No.
Oh.
There's some shit coming up I'd like to go to. I think maybe we should take a field trip sometime
Tell me about it.
to AAW.
Where's that at?
In Chicago.
Oh.
All the big indie names always wrestling there. All the guys from Lucha Underground. Yeah, I think we should take a road trip at some point and get some of the action, some good interviews, you know, from these guys at AAW, and do a little bit of interacting, a little bit of drinking, and see just what might come up.
Where's that happening at?
They're doing all kinds of shows everywhere. You can follow them on Twitter. AAW.
Look it up on Google.
Yeah, look it up on Google. That's the easiest thing,
Google
you know.
everything.
You know, we don't have. Here's the thing: we don't have a team to bust out all this information for us, like most of these people you hear, or that people that have the time to prepare like that. You know, we're just some wrestling dudes that are living real lives, working hard, and we're just, you know, we're talking about shit that we like to talk about. So I can give you an inch, and you guys can take a mile and find a lot of this shit out for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna
Spark
lead
in the
path.
fire.
Yeah,
The little spark.
yeah.
That sparks the fire.
Are there any wrestling news from the last week that annoy you that you learned about?
Everything. Oh, yeah.
Something
that I
you're
found
like,
out.
"Oh, come on, you guys."
Well, it's going to be Cody Rhodes is changing, retiring the classic Bullet Club logo, which I'm kind of half and half on. You know, I did a Twitter poll at JPDUB podcast on Twitter, obviously, what people thought about it, if they hated it, if they loved it. And so it's kind of a mixed bag, you know, of reactions. I kind of feel the same way. I think it's, you guys probably aren't familiar with the Bullet Club logo, but it's the biggest shit going on. It's basically like the 28 New Millennium version of the NWO. You know, these guys kind of cross promotions and do whatever they want and make crazy videos and pretty fucking entertaining.
And they, what is that noise?
Is that me?
I think this
Are you burping into the mic?
No.
Are you like grunting?
No, I am looking up the list
kept hearing-
for WrestleMania.
I kept hearing,
That's the chic.
I'm pooping.
are you shitting in that chair?
No. I would never shit in your chair.
I think we're haunted. We talked, you know, about how Rick Rude died. Maybe his ghost is coming
He's
out.
back.
And give me a fucking.
So you guys are talking.
All right, I pulled up the list for WrestleMania.
Are you guys talking? It's the, well, how do I think I could do a ghost?
I was just in a headlock by a ghost, a specter.
Does this?
He spread ectoplasm all over my face. In my neck.
Oh.
Oh, it's just not me. Because I'm the ghost of Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Has somebody been talking about my dick?
That's not what happened.
There's got to be an echo in here. That one's not echoey. Hold on. What's this? Hello?
Because my dick,
Hello?
my dick
Hello? Hello?
is on
There it is.
your list.
Has someone been talking about my dick?
Holy shit, Rick Rude.
Sexiest man in wrestling.
I don't appreciate it.
Well, what's the afterlife like, man?
It's garbage. There's so many dudes up here.
Only dudes? Where's all the women?
They're all in hell.
I knew that was coming.
That's so horrible. It's probably the opposite.
I have
way
to
around.
hang out with Warrior up here, and he's fucking annoying.
Really? How annoying is he?
Real stiff.
Real stiff.
Is he real big, real hard?
Real big and real hard.
Real fucking staff. Is Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig up there with you?
Yeah, he's up here.
You guys laying down some rails or what?
Of course we are. It's heaven. There's no such thing as overdosing in heaven.
Only over pleasuring, right?
Only over pleasuring.
Hey Rick, you think you could do a little flexi for me? Let me see those abs. Oh, Rick! Oh, damn, boy! Real big, hit hard, and real stiff.
In heaven, everybody has this. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not working.
Well, we tried to resurrect Rick Rude for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that debacle. It didn't work, but you know, we're trying to bring it for you.
Yeah.
In the memory of Rick Rude.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to his dick too.
Yeah, this dick decimated.
Hey, I have a question. Did you last to the end of last week of the No Variety Show or the Anti Variety Show?
No,
Did you see Jake the Snake set?
no, I did not. Did you check that out?
I stayed to the end.
Was it good?
It was good.
What did he talk about?
He just told stories. He told, I don't want to give away all his like bits because it's
Well, you don't have
it's
to
a
give away
stand-up
no
routine,
bits, but, you know.
he just gave stories. He gave stories of traveling around.
Where's the
He
snake?
talked about how much he hated the snake. He had a couple snake stories. Then he talked about traveling the world and getting tricked by girls that were men.
Oh,
What else he talked
that's
about?
not a Sheila.
Yeah, he talked about some pranks that they used to pull. He talked about how Rick Rude once almost killed him or wanted to kill him over this woman and some
yeah.
a prank he pulled.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a really gross story. You could tell why he's who he is.
yeah.
You know, stand-up takes
He's-
forever, but that dude has got a charm and he's got a stage
does.
presence. And
And he's lived a life. I'm sure he's got a lot.
oh
of,
yeah, he was surprisingly good. And I didn't think he was going to be bad. I always hesitate when dudes want to do stand-up that do other things.
Right.
But his stage presence, and a couple times it's just nice to hear that voice. That's a voice you grew up with. That's gravelly, scratchy. That is not a
Yes.
radio voice. Butch Manley does it really good. I can't do it.
Yeah, he does a good Jake the Snake Roberts.
He pushes it out. So I can't do it though.
We'll get well soon, Butch Manley, so you can come back and do Jake the Snake Roberts, and not just in your dreams.
But it was very, very blue. So it's an all ages show, but his material was definitely not. It was
inappropriate.
definitely So
Kind of like us.
So there, I did see a couple people with kids.
I think
walked
Butch
out
Manley
and-
took offense to that.
What do you mean? The
I don't know
set.
if he stayed for Jake.
He
No,
did.
He's talking.
He was
there
one.
was
He,
somebody.
they walked out. He walked out when he walked in and out because he had his nephews and it was just a long day. But then when Jake the Snake started his set and after like I think the fourth motherfucker and him talking about pussy or something like that.
Pussy.
He just got his. he brought his nephews and
What's the
like,
P
they-
stand for?
He was really cool. He signed belts. He signed.
Oh
hats.
yeah,
I mean,
I was there.
You met him. Yeah,
I was
you
like
met him.
the second person
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there to meet him.
So he was
my buddy
super
Ed,
cool.
shout out to Ed Roseberry, does a lot of booking up there now for the art theater, which is really cool because he was booking at Big Shots. And my band Handsome Prick played there handful of times with a lot of big bands. You know, you name it like Soulfly and
You name it.
Suffocation.
Papa Roach.
Yeah, Papa Roach, not.
The
but-
guys who do DX's theme.
Oh, that guy's dead.
Is he?
The singer, the guy I always hated because it made it sound like Rage Against the Machine.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Suck it!
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
they had a little bit
the
of
devil
vomit.
was in that one.
Fun fact
The
about
devil and throw up.
It's a devil in my
Hey.
dick. There's some demon in my semen.
I have a fun fact about Jake the Snake.
Yes.
Not Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon.
Oh, Vince.
Shane McMahon?
Vince was
Okay.
backstage, and before he had his gimmick, Vince McMahon seen his penis and was like, "You're the snake."
That's where the snake came
That's
from?
where it came from.
Where the hell did you hear that?
Nah, I just made that up right now on the spot.
You know, I mean, because I would not believe that.
And it sounds true.
Yeah.
I don't believe any story where dick mythology is involved.
Vince McMahon came in.
I'm always a real skeptic.
You gotta be the snake because of your penis.
Yeah. How long was his set?
That's probably about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It just passed. Like it was cool.
Yeah, we just met him and we'd left. I mean, that's all. I would have liked to stay around, but
It was late.
it was late.
Sunday.
Quite a few zombie deaths.
Well, as soon as he got done, he left the stage and walked right out of. He walked off the stage, down the stairs, out into the parking lot, into a van, and out.
Yeah,
he did
not
stay.
into the Green Door Network
He did
studio
not. No,
like we were
unfortunately.
hoping. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. But he just, he walked out, walked into his car, and was driven to wherever he was going next.
Yes, I'm a busy guy.
The Snake is. He
But it was
gets
good.
sober, he get busy. Kudos to him.
I got to do a set in LaPorte.
Yeah, probably. He was in Lake Station. I think we touched on that episode or two ago. He was in Lake Station. It was like
Just hanging out.
so many. No, at the Eagles Club. He did a set or
So
something.
just hanging out.
8 years. Yeah, 8 years ago. The Snake in the basement in Snake Nation. So it's not Jake's first time in the region by no means.
He looks like a region guy.
He does. You know who he looks like? You know Eddie.
Yes.
His wife Denise. Her dad looks just like Jake the Snake Roberts, just like him, dude.
Shout out to Matt Kennedy, my buddy.
Yeah. There you go. Kennedy.
So
Little known fact, they're related to JFK.
Really?
Yeah, Denise is related to
Really?
John F. Kennedy. Yeah, sad story about him. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know that story.
I think I heard it in the Misfit song called
JFK.
Bullet.
You ever heard of JFK? Trenton?
I've read a book or two about him.
I heard of it.
I heard about him on the news.
The JFK took my baby away.
What?
Yeah.
Any concluding thoughts before we wrap this
No.
thing up?
I want all you kids out there listening, and if you are listening, you're probably some little heathens because you shouldn't be listening to this and you have bad parents.
Eat your vitamins, say your
Eat your-
prayers.
You fucking beat me to it. That's my
Solid message.
punchline. But most importantly, for the CUGG, for Sweating the Savage and Big Juice Stud, it's time to wet 'em up. 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 Wet 'em
Oh,
up.
yeah. La Parka's my dad.